My sister sabotaged my medical school interview. Then she needed the surgeon I became. My sister deleted my alarm, hid my car keys, and called my interview location pretending to be me to cancel. I woke up at 9:47 a.m. to 17 missed calls from Johns Hopkins Medical School asking why I hadn't shown up for my 8 a.m. interview. The interview I'd spent 4 years working toward. The one that would determine if I got into one of the best medical programs in the country. My phone was plugged in across the room, not on my nightstand where I'd left it. My alarm had been turned off completely. I grabbed it and saw the missed calls, the voicemails, the email from the admissions office marked urgent. My hands shook as I listened to the first voicemail. Professional woman's voice, slightly concerned. Ms. Hartley, this is Dr. Patricia Okonkwo from Johns Hopkins Admissions. We had you scheduled for an interview this morning at 8 a.m. and you haven't arrived. Please call us back immediately to reschedule if there's been an emergency. The second voicemail, 20 minutes later, was less friendly. Same woman, more irritation. Ms. Hartley, we've now received a call from someone claiming to be you, saying you're no longer interested in attending Johns Hopkins. We need you to contact us directly to confirm this is accurate. The third voicemail was the admissions director. Ms. Hartley, we're withdrawing your interview slot. We had someone call this morning at 7:30 claiming to be you and stating you decided to pursue other opportunities. If this was not you, you need to contact us within the hour with an explanation. Otherwise, we're moving forward with alternate candidates. I called back immediately. Got voicemail. Left a frantic message explaining I never called, never canceled, something was wrong. Tried 3 more times, no answer. Sent emails, called the main office. Finally got through to an assistant who said the admissions committee had already filled my slot and moved on. They'd received a very clear call from my phone number canceling. Unless I could prove it wasn't me, there was nothing they could do. My phone number. I checked my call log. Nothing outgoing to Johns Hopkins at 7:30 a.m., but my phone had been across the room when I woke up, not on my nightstand. I went downstairs and found my sister Vanessa in the kitchen making coffee. She was 26, 2 years older than me, and she'd gotten into medical school 3 years ago on her first try. She was finishing her 3rd year at a different program, top of her class, everything our parents had ever wanted. She looked up when I came in and smiled. Morning, you're up late. Didn't you have that interview? Everything clicked into place. The phone moved across the room, the deleted alarm, my car keys missing from the hook by the door where I always left them. I'd been living at home to save money during my gap year while working as an EMT. Vanessa had moved back home 2 months ago, saying her apartment lease ended and she wanted to save money before residency applications. Our parents had been thrilled to have both daughters under one roof again. What did you do? I asked. My voice came out steady, cold. She took a sip of coffee. What are you talking about? You canceled my interview. You called them pretending to be me. That's insane. Why would I do that? Because you've spent 3 years being the golden child and you couldn't stand me getting into a better program than yours. Her expression flickered. Just for a second, I saw it. Satisfaction. She'd meant to do this. This wasn't an accident or a misunderstanding. She'd deliberately sabotaged the most important interview of my life. You're being paranoid, she said. Maybe you just overslept and you're looking for someone to blame. My alarm was deleted, my phone was moved, my car keys are missing, and someone called from my phone number to cancel. Maybe you did it in your sleep. You've always been an anxious mess before big events. Remember when you had that panic attack before the MCAT? She was gaslighting me, standing in our parents' kitchen, drinking coffee, and gaslighting me about sabotaging my entire future. I grabbed my phone and pulled up the call log, shoving it in her face. There's no outgoing call at 7:30, but they said someone called from my number. How did you do it? I have no idea what you're talking about, but honestly, Jenna, this victim mentality is exactly why you're not getting into top programs. You need to take responsibility for your own failures. I wanted to scream, wanted to grab her coffee and throw it against the wall. Instead, I went back upstairs, locked my door, and called Johns Hopkins again. This time, I got through to Dr. Okonkwo directly. I explained everything, that I never canceled, that someone had called pretending to be me, that my phone showed no outgoing calls at that time. She listened patiently, then said, Ms. Hartley, the person who called knew specific details about your application, your undergraduate institution, your MCAT score, your research experience. This wasn't a random prank. It was my sister. She has access to all that information. We live in the same house. Can you prove it was her? Full story is linked below or on my channel.